Tigers, Roger here. How have you been since we last saw each other? Well, this is it. This is our last Counselor Time video. I can't believe it's been 8 weeks of social emotional learning. I know what it means to learn to read. I know what it means to learn math. But what does it mean to learn social and emotional stuff? Social emotional learning, aka SEL. I decided to look into what those 3 words mean because I hear them a lot. I hear social emotional this and social emotional that. I had to use my detective skills to get to the bottom of this SEL mystery. So here's what I found out. Social basically means friendship and getting along with others. Emotional means feelings. Learning, well, you know what that means, getting smarter. So social emotional learning really means getting smarter about how we feel, about how others feel, and about how feelings connect all of us to each other. Our Counselor Time video topics included feelings, size of the problem, coping skills, making mistakes, having a growth mindset, problem solving, apologizing, and having empathy and kindness towards others. Dudes, that's a lot of learning. Did you know that everything we've worked on together is officially social emotional learning? I've been practicing my SEL skills on my dog bro, Mojo. You guys, I actually think it's working. I bark about my feelings, then Mojo barks about his feelings, and before you know it, we are both working together to get along. During these 8 weeks of distance learning, I've become a lot smarter about how others feel and how connected I am to them. Most of us have barely left our apartment or our house, and we've been with our families the whole time. But do you notice how you are still connected to friends and teachers and relatives? Have you noticed how people in your neighborhood wave more to each other? Do you notice how you see friends' faces smiling a lot during class meetings? Do you feel like you've talked more on the phone with your grandparents, aunts, uncles, and other members of your family than ever before? We are all connected, and we haven't even been together. How is that possible? Maybe this World Wide Web thing is a lot like a string that has kept us connected to learning and friendships and family. That's how we've been able to see each other with computers and tablets and Wi-Fi stuff. It's like there's some magical string in the air connecting us to our feelings for each other, like this string behind me. School is ending sooner than expected, and that really put me in the blue zone. Do you feel that way too? So I decided to invent a new coping skill. I am going to take a deep breath and remember the string that connects me to others, including you, every day. I'm going to breathe in with my nose, and I'm going to breathe out with my mouth. That's a coping skill, and I will remember the string that connects us to each other. Remember, we can handle rough stuff, and remember, we are all connected to each other.
Hi, Tigers. I really like Roger's idea about connecting a coping skill to an idea about staying connected to each other, especially as we're having to say farewell to a school year that has been a really, really unusual school year. So Roger's idea of thinking about how we are still together, how we're still connected, I like, and it actually made me think of a story that I thought we could read together called The Invisible String. Let's read it now. The Invisible String, written by Patrice Karst and illustrated by Joanne Lou Vriethoff. To the children of the world and the magic of their strings. Liza and Jeremy, the twins, were asleep one calm and quiet night. Suddenly it began to rain very hard. Thunder rumbled until it got so loud that it woke them up. "Mommy! Mommy!" they cried out as they ran to her. "Don't worry, you two. It's just the storm making all that noise. Go back to bed." "We want to stay close to you," said Jeremy. "We're scared." Mom said, "You know we're always together, no matter what." "But how can we be together when you're out here and we're in bed?" said Liza. Mom held something right in front of them and said, "This is how." Rubbing their sleepy eyes, the twins came closer to see what Mom was holding. I was about your age when my mommy first told me about the invisible string. I don't see a string, said Jeremy. You don't need to see the invisible string. People who love each other are always connected by a very special string made of love. But if you can't see it, how do you know it's there? Asked Liza. Even though you can't see it with your eyes, you can feel it with your heart and know that you are always connected to everyone you love. When you're at school and you miss me, your love travels all the way along the string until I feel it tug on my heart. And when you tug it right back, we feel it in our hearts, said Jeremy. Does Jasper the cat have an invisible string? Liza asked. She sure does, said Mom. And best friends like me and Lucy? Asked Liza. Best friends too. How far can the string reach? Anywhere and everywhere, Mom said. Would it reach me even if I were a submarine captain deep in the ocean? Asked Jeremy. Yes, Mom said, even there. Or a mountain climber, even there. A dancer in France? Even there. A jungle explorer? Even there. How about an astronaut out in space? Yes, even there. Does the string go away when you're mad at us? Never, said Mom. Love is stronger than anger, and as long as love is in your heart, the string will always be there. Even when you get older and can't agree about things like what movie to see, or what game to play, or what time to go to bed. Oh, that's right. You two should be in bed. And with that, they all laughed as Mom chased the twins back to their beds. Within a few minutes, they were asleep, even though the storm was still making the same loud noises outside. As they slept, they started dreaming of all the invisible strings they have, and all the strings their friends have, and their friends have, and their friends have. Until everyone in the world was connected by invisible strings, and from deep inside, they now could clearly see. No one is ever alone. I really like that story. I like the idea of thinking about how connected we are to others. I like the idea of thinking that no matter how far away we are or how much time goes on, we can still stay connected to people. And I don't know if it's magical or if that's just what happens when we care about others. When we care about others, when they care about us, we will always be connected. I love how Roger came up with the idea of a coping skill, taking a breath and also having a thought about how connected we are. I've been learning a lot about breathing in the last couple of weeks. Do you know, I have some breathing facts for you. We breathe in 25,000 breaths a day. 25,000 breaths a day. That's a lot of breathing. I don't even know if I could count that high. I hope I could, but it would take me a while. So 25,000 breaths every day. And we breathe in and breathe out so much air, it's 30 pounds worth of air. 30 pounds, that's like half of Roger. Maybe a little less than half of Roger, but that's 30 pounds of air every day. That helps our bodies grow, it helps us think, it helps us calm down. I like the idea. So I'm going to work on the coping skill of breathing and also of thinking about how connected we are over the summer until we see each other again in the fall, let's just keep working on those coping skills and knowing that no matter what, we are still together, still connected with each other. Thanks, Tigers. I'll see you soon.